Are you tired of having your eyes blown out of your head by better players than you in Ranked in Apex Legends?
Yes.
Well then, good news, because today I'm bringing you 50 ranked tips to help you play better, rank up, and get out of those silver, gold, and platinum lobbies, and get straight into those diamond, master, and predator lobbies. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more regular Apex Legends content from myself. But with all of that good stuff out of the way, let's jump right into the video. So my first tip, of course, is to say your prayers, because trust me when I say there are plenty of evil demons and creatures waiting for you in those ranked lobbies, and they are going to do some horrible, horrible things to you. Pick a landing spot on the map and make sure that you land there every single game. If you get contested, make sure that you take the fight and try and get those early points. While you're jumping in, make sure that you watch for teams landing close by and make sure that you push them as early as possible for the easiest fight, as that's when they're going to be underlooted the most. Always push as a tightly packed unit of 3, never 1 by 1. If you get the chance in the middle of a fight, always make sure to check for gold knockdown shield on your knocked enemies, because trust me, this one has come back to bite me more times than I care to admit. When strategizing, always make decisions as a team. Don't just have one shot caller who orders the whole team around. Never, under any circumstances, ever solo queue in Ranked. Use the built-in L.F.G services on your platform or online to help find squad mates or friends. Always be patient when using these services to try and find a team. Never just resort to solo queuing. When you do eventually find people to pair up with, try and be friends with them. Don't just treat them as squad mates that you're never going to play with again. Always be careful when using a crypto EMP to push an area controlled by a caustic. Caustic can shoot his traps to set them off before the EMP goes off, and the EMP has no effect on his caustic ultimate, so it's not always the best decision to push a caustic with an EMP ultimate. Only ever play legends that you feel absolutely comfortable with when playing Ranked. Ranked is not the place to start learning someone new. Make sure you learn them in pubs and then bring that strategy and playstyle into Ranked, rather than learning it in Ranked first. If you find a gold helmet, make sure to share it around the team with whoever needs an ultimate. That way, the team as a whole is going to have more ultimates between them than if one person keeps it themselves. Stock up on as many ultimate accelerants as possible, especially if you're Watson. Always pick your moment to push a fight. Never just rush in blind when you hear gunshots. Know the style of play that your team wants to play, be it aggressive, defensive, long range, or even third party. Cover all of your team's needs with your team composition. Mainly look for rotation abilities, get out abilities, and team assisting abilities. Make sure that you use the guns that you feel comfortable with and that benefit your style of play. Don't just use a weapon because it is considered to be in the meta if you don't feel comfortable using it. Always trust your teammates' callouts. Always have your teammates back when going into a fight, because trust me, you're way better off with 3 alive on the team than with 2 or 1. Try to plan as early as possible for those late game rotations so that you have the best positioning going into the final circles. Always carry a mobile respawn beacon when possible. It's crazy how many of these things get left behind, and you always need one at the most unexpected times. Now never leave a care package weapon behind, because trust me, even if you don't like that weapon, another team will like that weapon and they will put it to good use. Probably against you, so just trust me, don't leave them behind. If there is high ground in the zone that you find yourself in, make sure that you push for it at all costs. This way you're going to find yourself with the best positioning to fight off all of the other teams, and they're going to find it a lot harder to shoot upwards at you than you're going to be finding it to shoot downwards upon them. Under no circumstances are you ever allowed to leave Pathfinder alone in a room with a flatline. You can use the crypto drone to distract enemies while teammates shoot them in the back, or even just to fly around them in circles, make them waste ammo, and in general, just be a really annoying person to them. I mean, look at this guy. What's he doing? Not much. But I'm gonna keep flying around him, in circles. I'm sure he loves it. Everyone loves the crypto drone. And look at this little kitty. Come in here. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Never ever push Wraith when she's this angry.
This may be the last time you compete.
If you find yourself in a 1v1 situation where a teammate is knocked, you can bait the revive to try and help the other person come out of cover, push you out in the open, and then you can stop reviving and shoot them while they are absolutely exposed. Don't be that guy who sends rage messages to teammates or enemies. It's just not worth it, guys. Come on, grow up. I'm going to say this one again because it's so important. Do not solo queue. Please, stop solo queuing, guys. You're hurting yourself. Try and stay away from using the sniper rifles in ranked. A lot of fights happen at close range, so use the 301 or G7 to cover for those mid to long range distances, as those weapons can also be used up close as well, whereas your longbows and sentinels are not going to be as effective when someone is in your face with a fully stacked, fully auto prowler. Use the combination of the crypto EMP and other movement-based abilities to help your teammates send into enemies while they are still stunned and weak from the EMP. Sometimes it's just good to embrace the life of a rat in ranked. Sometimes it's good to become the king of the rats in ranked. GG's for this one, Nacho. If you don't manage to shoot your own caustic barrels before the EMP goes off, throw as many down as possible before the team pushes on top of you. If your whole team has 3 or more points, make sure to focus on positioning and placement rather than pushing for more fights, because trust me, you're going to win more games if you have the best positioning in the late game rather than if you're just full sending everyone. Don't hesitate to push for a third party if you think it's on. Confidence is one of the key factors in ranked, and if you don't believe that you're going to win a fight before you go into it, then you've already lost that fight. When being sent by a team in shadow form, always stick as a tightly packed unit. If a Revenant Ultimate team manages to single out one single person and down them and finish them, then they have done their job and it is a 3-on-2 situation. Whereas if you're a tightly packed unit, they're going to find it much harder to get that knock on your team with that initial Rev Send push. You can use caustic traps to also really help slow down those Revenant Ultimate pushes. If you slow them down enough, then the def protection will wear off and you'll be able to push out of your fortified position and get those easy knocks. Try and stay away from those big team battles with more than 2 teams involved. You're going to find yourself in a much better position if you sit and be patient and wait for there to be only 1 team left, as you can manage your fight a lot easier than if there are 3 or 4 teams all shooting each other from long to mid-range distances with G7 scouts, R301s, R99s, you name it. When everyone is fighting each other, you're going to find it much harder to get those points and knocks and to even get out alive. Whereas if you wait till the end and be patient, you can push that one team, be concise and be convictive in your push, and make sure that you come out with all of the points and all of the loot. Stay away from our squad if you see us on the champion screen. Trust me, you don't want this heat. Don't just pull out of a fight at the first sign of trouble. Try and clutch up in those 2v3 situations, or even in those 1v3 situations. You're going to be improving as a player if you take on these situations head to head, rather than if you just go and rat in a corner for 20 minutes while your team gets 11th place and you end up getting no points and a full -60. In those 2v1 situations, it can be easy to panic and try and push that last person as quick as possible. Don't do this. Always push as 2 in a 2v1 situation, because the person who is on their own is not going to be able to fight 2 people at once. Very simple idea, but it can get lost in the heat of the moment very quickly, and you can end up losing those easy situations because you're not thinking straight. Only push those third-party situations the moment that first team has wiped. Don't be pushing in when they're still fighting, because you could end up being the heroes to a team who are already weak, killing off the stronger team, and then that other team can come back in and wipe you because you've just saved them from the other team. Do try and have some medium and long range coverage with your weapon loadout. Don't just run double close range unless you plan to be a super aggro team. Praise the lucky dog in Skyhook for luck, because trust me, you need as much luck as possible going into rank this split. Oof, it's a nasty split. Don't play Octane in ranked, he really doesn't offer that much for the team. If anything, I mean, look at him. Just don't be that team who plays Octane, trust me. Just don't play Octane in ranked, don't do it, trust me. And last but not least, number 50, subscribe to Simply Ashton for more ranked tips and tricks videos in the near future. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. It took so long to come up with 50 tips for ranked. I mean, there are a lot of tips you can give, and there are probably even more I can give, to be honest with you, but Wow, when you try and think up 50 tips for ranked, it is not easy at all. I hope you did enjoy the mix of comedy in there as well. I really do try to make these videos as entertaining as possible, as well as informative for you guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more regular Apex Legends content from your boy. Until next time guys, it's been your boy Ashton. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, and goodbye.